a game that one of the main reasons I updated my PC when I did a few years ago wasn't because I wanted to start streaming more, was because I wanted to play this game and my old PC was 12 years old and I couldn't play it anymore. 7 Days to Die. As all of you may know, I'm currently running a Let's Play series. I tend to do this as a survival series. It's a permadeath. Once I die, series is over, and we jump to a different game for a little bit, and then we come back, or we do different challenges. That's how I do a 7 Days to Die series. Yes, it's a little on the nose of the way, say, like Glock 9 plays it. He's who I've learned about this from, and I actually look up to him as a creator and as somebody who does some good content, and I would love to, like, I'm imitation is the best form of flattery, and that's kind of the way I've gotten my editing style down too, and that's kind of how like I pull inspiration from it. But I don't like to do the exact same things he's done. But I like the idea of whenever a new major update comes out of 7 Days to Die, that I do a vanilla series, just all base, mostly base, or in vanilla settings with a few changes. I personally like the idea of not 7 days, but 5 days to die. I like the 5 day horde cycle. I think it just, especially with a series, it has a better gameplay loop. You get 4 days. You get basically, uh, yeah, 2 days, 4 days, 2 days in between, or 2 days, 2 days to explore, 1 day to work on base, 2 days to explore, something like that. It's a much better gameplay loop in my opinion, and it brings in that little tenseness of like, all right, I only got 5 days. I also always increase the trader progression up more from what it starts at, which it base starts at 4 completions per day. I set it up to max, which is 8, because I hate the idea of if I can complete 5 quests in one day, I should get rewards for all that. I should get credit for all that. So I like the idea of doing the vanilla series, and I've been running a vanilla series. And I'm going to be honest, my current vanilla series, spoiler alert, I have 20 up to episode 25 recorded so far. And we are only on episode 5 that recently came out this week. And I have now experienced the idea of Storms Brewing, the new content, twice now. Or at least I've changed biomes twice now. And so here in the video, right here, is going to be the video that's actually coming out next week, bits of that playing right there, of me attempting to unlock the Burnt Forest biome. And let me tell you, I hate this update. I hate it. The storms suck. The storms take too long. They there needs to be like a forecast system. It needs to be able to tell you like a day in advance, like, hey, there's probably gonna be a storm tomorrow, something like that. Because the storms just coming out of nowhere kind of just screws you up. That's number one. Number two, the biome progression system absolutely sucks. My biggest complaint that I've been having with 7 Days to Die, I was excited when they announced loot sets or gear sets. I think armor sets is a good idea for a game like this. If you're wearing all the nerd armor, I should get a bonus for wearing all the nerd armor. That makes sense. But the problem is they took away clothes. And because they took away clothes, they took away the real worldness of if I'm going to the desert, I need to wear lighter clothes or I need to have cooling clothes on me. And with that, with this new update and this new biome progression system that they have set up, you are now forced to go into menus in order to complete objectives to be able to properly explore that biome. That is not realistic. And I know it's a video game and I'm asking about realism in a zombie game, but that's what survival is. It's supposed to have some sort of realism. And the idea that, oh, the for me to survive in the forest or in the desert, I have to complete some quests. And when I do that, I'll get a badge that makes it so I can breathe better. It's bad. Honestly, it's bad. It's not intuitive, it's not fun. It's just menus. And I don't like that. There are a lot of things I don't like about this storm progression system. Number one, if I go out in the burnt forest and then jump into a POI, I should not be taking damage while I'm in the burnt forest, or same with the desert, same with the anywhere. If I'm in a building without a badge, I should not be taking damage or having my timer tick down. That should be a safe zone. That's number one. Number two, the amount of damage you take during a storm. Now, granted, I have not been out in a storm with a badge, so I don't know the amount of damage you take, but the amount of damage you take while in a biome during a storm without a badge is like 10 ticks per like 3 seconds, is insane. That is too much. And if it's still that during while having the badge, the storms like really screw you up. And it does make it interesting to have to work around it. But I believe like my second Horde Night, I had a storm on Horde Night. But like it ended, and I think hopefully this wasn't just happenstance, but it ends like at just before the thunder starts for the Horde Night. So they probably have it set in there. But as soon as Horde Night ended, I had another storm come out again. I have had so many. I'm at 100% storm setting, and I've had so many storms happen while I've been in these storm biomes. And to me, it just doesn't really make sense. It doesn't make sense. Why do I have to complete a quest when instead I should, if I'm going into the desert, I should have to wear lighter armor or lighter clothes. If I'm going into the frost biome, I should have to, wear heavier clothes, warmer clothes. If I'm going into the burnt forest, maybe I need a respirator and a gas mask. If I'm going into the the wasteland, maybe I need like a hazmat suit or radiation protection. It shouldn't be this menu stuff. The menus really fuck with immersion so much because I'm constantly just, oh, I have to go mine real quick because for whatever fucking reason I have to mine. Oh, I have to go loot containers in this biome. I have to just survive for 15, 20, 30 minutes. Like that's not immersive. That's not pulling me into the game. That's taking me out and it's not fun. It is literally the least my least favorite part of my favorite game, and it makes me dislike the game to the point where following my vanilla series, following my Storms Brewing first series, I will not be having or biome progression in there because it also puts a loot cap on your biomes. So if you don't do the challenges to unlock the different badges, you get locked at a loot cap in the biome you're in, and you cannot go further than that. So I got locked at in the desert at the point that I'm at right now by day 23. I got locked in the desert. Now granted, at this point I have a lot of steel equipment. I still don't have a crucible, so I'm looting all my steel and I'm running a perception build, which means I am gathering a lot of steel from breaking stuff down. So I'm getting a lot of steel. It's a great new set of skills, but it's still like the fact that if I go into a POI, it's like, oh, by the way, you're not going to get much better loot. The game should not be loot based on your progress. It should be like I like the idea of the loot stage. The more I play, the longer I survive, the better it is. But I am delaying going out further and going to new biomes because I have to do these quests. And I don't like that idea. I really don't. It's not fun. It's really not. So yeah, it's not Storms Brewing, it's more like Storms Pooing. I'm sorry. It's not a good system for a survival game. I think they need to fix it. I think they need to make changes. Now, real quick, before we go on to what the changes I think they need to make, I will say I love the new mastery skills. I love the fact that the armor skills, the lockpicking skills, the cooking and farming skills, stuff like that, are all in their own set, and you don't need specific levels in something in order to upgrade them. I love the new zombies. I'm loving them so much. I like that they added some new zombies. I like the idea of the blue and orange zombies, but I'm also a little unhappy about the fact that we still don't have new weapons. This game has been out and playable in a playable fashion for 10 years almost, maybe almost 10 years, maybe a little bit more than 10 years. And I don't recall the last time we got new weapons. It was Alpha 19 we got the pipe weapons. I believe it was Alpha 19 we got the pipe weapons. But we have not gotten new weapons beyond what we have. We have not gotten better weapons. Instead of me using a machete, why don't I get like a battle sword instead of a battle axe? Maybe give me like a big like Victorian style, or not Victorian, like medieval style broadsword or something, or give me a samurai sword or something like that. Um, give me stronger weapons. Like the game is putting a lot of focus on the stronger ammo, which all right, that's pretty cool. At this point, I have so much armor piercing and high powered ammo that I'm basically unstoppable. All I use is high powered ammo. But the problem is because the game is giving me so much of that and so many specifically shotgun slugs. I get zero shotgun shells. I get specifically shotgun slugs. And I don't know if I did it wrong, but the SMG turrets and the shotgun turrets, they can't use those. They can't use slugs. They can't use high power AP ammo. So I'm not getting the ammo I need. I'm only getting the high power ammo. So I have to start crafting low power ammo so I can do that. That's weird to me. It's silly. It doesn't make sense. And it's just like it's one of the things that, like, if you are going to focus on something like this, if you're going to focus on giving me stronger ammo, then make all of my equipment be able to use that stronger ammo. I can't tell you how much 33 ammo I have that I've been getting since the beginning of the game, and I've not gotten a single revolver, and I've not gotten a single Desert Vulture. Why do you give me so much ammo I don't get? Like, I'm not running skills for pistols or for handguns. I'm not running skills for that stuff. And I can't make a revolver pistol or a pipe revolver. So, how am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to use this ammo that you keep giving? You give me so much of it. They need to have an overhaul for the loot system, but it needs to be like, they need to make it better. Also, again, I complain about this with every version. Give us better lockpicking, or don't make it random. Like, or like make the skill worthwhile. If I max out lockpicking, I never break a lockpick. Do that, because lockpicking is the worst skill to get, in my opinion, and it's pointless. It sucks. What I think they need to do, I already talked about lockpicking. I already talked about. I love the skill tree. I love how they're doing the skills. I love the masteries. Those are good ideas. They're doing good with skill trees. I think they need to do better with the storms. I think they need to update the storms in a better fashion. They need to make it so that there's a forecast, so that you're not just fucking stuck. They need to make it so that there's equipment you can wear that will mitigate that damage 100%. I should be able to wear a gas mask out during a storm and not be affected by a firestorm. It's that simple. Or let me put on a fireman's jacket and not be affected by fire. Which is, I think, how Alpha 18 and 19 worked before they had or before 1.0. All of the versions, they had clothes that you could wear, and some of them actually, like, if you put on a fireman's jacket, you were fire resistant, if I remember correctly. They need to do stuff like that. They need to step away from the menus, and they need to let the immersion take place. I should have to think about what clothes I'm going to wear when I'm going to the desert, when I'm going to the snow biome. They need to bring clothes back, and they need to take a step away from these challenges. Let me have to wear a gas mask when I'm in the burnt forest. Let me have to wear lighter clothes when I'm in the desert. Let me have to wear heavier clothes in the frost biome. Let me have to get like some sort of radiation resistance when I'm going out into the wasteland. That would be a better way of progression. And don't cap my loot if I'm not progressing. Don't cap my loot. There's a reason I haven't gone to the next biome, and maybe it's because I just wasn't ready. Maybe I just haven't. Maybe I've been focused on other things. But you sitting in here saying you can't get any better loot than what you've got makes me not want to play, not not push to progress. It is at a point where when I get into my next playthrough or next time I'm recording, I'm going to go right to the snow biome. I'm going to unlock those challenges. I'm going to push for the wasteland and I'm going to go right to the wasteland. I'm not really going to spend time in the snow biome. I want to be able to explore more. I want to be able to see what's more out there. And this is kind of like a personal issue that I wish they would do. They should let us know in the names of each POI since they added that fucking HUD point to it. Let us know if the POI when the POI was added. So if the POI was added in 1.0 or pre 1.0 or in 2.0, let us know that so that I know if I'm coming into a new POI because there are hundreds of POIs in this game and I've never seen a bunch of them, but I always get like if you watch any of my playthroughs, I tend to always get like the same couple of POIs, the same couple of town loadouts. That I'm always seeing the same shit, and I would love to see more. But that's more in Map Builder. They could probably make the map auto generator a little bit better, but it's really good the way it is, and I don't want them to break it. But yeah, I'm very disappointed in the Storms Brewing update. And I wanted to get that out there because I spend a lot of time. The episode that's over here that's going to air next week, the episode is literally called Crashing Out. And when I go to the desert, it's called Crashing Out 2. It's going to be called Crashing Out 2 because I remember that. And I had a hell of a time going to the desert biome and getting that done. And I know I could change the settings now that I am so far into it. I could change it to where I don't have to worry about that. But I'm playing this as a vanilla series, so I need to experience everything that it has to have, in my opinion. But it's also at this point where I'm at day 25, I have the strongest gun that I'm spec'd out for. I have the strongest melee weapon that I'm spec'd out for, and I'm not getting anything else. So what do I need the progression for? Why do I like you guys aren't giving me anything beyond steel, and the zombies are supposed to be getting just stronger or more abundant or consistently stronger that it like I don't know there's a balancing issue to begin with in this game. If you I have my maxed out skills for my melee weapon and my ranged weapon, and I am near indestructible unless I do something stupid. And if I can max out vampiric strikes, boom, it is just it's done. It's done. I don't think I'll ever die again. So there is a balancing issue for endgame that I feel like they need to make still even stronger zombies, but also give me stronger weapons because they do have the blue and orange zombies now in this game that hit harder, but they don't necessarily have more health because I'm killing them in one hit, one or two hits. Like I don't know. Like I am complaining about the fact that there's no new weapons, but that's because we've been using the same weapons for 10 years as opposed to like just make the zombies a little bit stronger or have them get stronger as you go on. So maybe have them become blue and oranges more frequently. Maybe here's an idea. I don't know if the blue and oranges heal with the radiation like the greenies do, but maybe have the blue and oranges show up before the greenies and have them be stronger but not heal, and then the greenies are stronger and heal. Something like that. Also, I think there might be an issue. I don't know if this is something everyone else is experiencing. Maybe it's the current build I'm in. But let me know down in the comments if you get spit on or gooped on by a booger or by a cop. Um, do you automatically get infected? Because it seems to me that that's how it's going. You get spit on by a cop, you get gooped on by a booger, you're infected. Done. Like, it's kind of, it's kind of butt. It's kind of annoying. Also, and maybe I'm just remembering this wrong. I thought spitter, like spit, the cough spit wouldn't go through bars, but my bird cage, it goes through bars. Is it they don't go through scaffolding bars, or they a scaffolding ladder, or they don't go through bars? I can't remember. Maybe I'm just building it wrong, but I don't want to use scaffolding ladders for my base. So that's a little frustrating as well. But that's it, guys. I just wanted to get it out there that like the new update for 7 Days to Die, I'm not the most thrilled with. But I wanted to let you know. I wanted to get my opinion out there, and I want to hear your opinion about it. Please leave a comment down below. Like I said, I have up to episode or day 25 recorded for 7 Days to Die right now, and I'm releasing day 6 next week. So like, there's potentially going to be a couple of bonus episodes coming out over the next couple weeks in place of a vlog or something like that. And I'm going to try to like talk about your comments post episode 25 if I see your comments. So please leave comments down below. Hints, tips, tricks. I respond to all your comments back. How you feeling about Storms Brewing? Do you like the Storms? Do you hate the Storms? Do you think they need to incorporate a new closed system or not? Like, let me know what you think down below. Like the video so the algorithm knows that people like you will like me too. Subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell so you get notifications when I go live and post new videos. Be sure to check me out when I go live here on YouTube and on Twitch Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And the other videos I release, like 7 Days to Die on Wednesdays, and like currently going Oblivion on Fridays. And then, of course, my vlogs on Saturdays. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you like this. I know it was a little ranty, but that's just what I have for you this week. Be careful, be safe, don't do anything I'm gonna do. Always hug your loved ones. And of course, like always, be strong. Peace out.